the inimitable Mills Lane.
I'm not going to get caught up in that one, Blaine. We said that the last fight with Lennox Lewis, and it turned out to be Vic Draculitz who ended up being the referee. So Mills faked us out. Let's make sure that when the bell rings, that Mills is standing there. If we don't hear the referee say, let's get it on, we know it's not Mills.
Well, we hear the theme song right now. It's Eye of the Tiger, and that means Tony the Tiger Lopez, the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion, is approaching the ring to the delight of his many fans.
You know, really, it's been a few years since we've heard anyone coming out from a Rocky picture theme anymore, but I guess Tony is one of the few guys, since this is the Eye of the Tiger, his nickname is Tony the Tiger, at least he can get away with it. There's Chaz Jordan. Will Edgington, who used to be his trainer, it's been taken over by Stan Ward, the former heavyweight contender, and also Chaz Jordan, who works with Melvin Taylor.
One of the concerns of Chaz was that Tony Lopez, he's 36-2 with 1 draw, 24 knockouts. The concern was he might be looking ahead to Brian Mitchell and not be focused on this fight.
Well, right now, the only thing I can focus on is this outfit. Wait until we get a look at that for our fans. Here's the breakdown with the age. Everything very similar as far as age is concerned, height and weight. So it's really a very even matchup as far as the tail of the tape is concerned. Average punches per round that they've had in their last 2 fights. As you can see, Gutierrez is a little bit busier. Not only busier, but he lands a bigger percentage of punches. But again, that was then, this is now. We're going to see what Gutierrez can do. These are the jabs thrown per round by each fighter.
Well, it's definitely electrifying here tonight as they get ready for this bout.
Here's the IBF rules, not the Nevada rules. 10-point must system, which is saying no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rules in effect. That's been waived. Saved by the bell in 12th round only, and again, only the referee can stop the fight. So only one change from the normal Nevada rules, and that's the 3 knockdown rule that is waived.
In association with Non-Shargan Productions, along with the undefeated King of Beer, Budweiser present the featured bout of the evening. This bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Dr. James Nave, Commissioners Nat Carasali, Bruce Lane, Luther Mack, and Dr. Elias Ghanem. The Executive Director is Chuck Minker. This bout is also sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation, President Robert W. Lee. Supervisor at ringside for the IBF is Jimmy Rondeau. Our physicians at ringside are Dr. Jim McLennan, Dr. John Whitman, and Dr. Flip Romansky, the timekeepers, Jim Carpenter and John Rogers. The 3 judges doing the scoring for this bout on a 10-point must system are Bill Graham, Keith McDonald, and Doug Tucker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Caesar's Tower, here in the capital of Nevada, let's get ready to roll! Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. The referee for this bout is Mills Lane. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with gold trim. He weighed in at an even 130 pounds from Turlock, California. He brings an excellent professional record. 25 victories with 19 KOs, only 3 defeats. He's ranked number 2 in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Little Guns Lupe Gutierrez. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing the tiger stripe trunks and weighing in at an even 130 pounds also. From Sacramento, California, his professional record, 36 victories with 24 KOs, only 2 defeats and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World,
to start a 12-round junior lightweight championship bout between Tony the Tiger Lopez and Lupe Little Guns Gutierrez. A lot of excitement here at Caesars Tahoe. Tony Lopez, the current IBF junior lightweight champion. Lupe Gutierrez, the challenger. But he is currently the USBA Super Featherweight champion. There's a lot of electricity in the air as both camps are well represented.
Right now, there's a lot more pressure on Tony than outside of this fight. He's got a whole new corner in there. He's got, as I mentioned earlier, Will Edgerton's out of it. He's got Chaz Jordan. He's got Stan Ward. So let's see how he handles all of that.
Not surprisingly, both men come out swinging at one another. Chaz Jordan is now in the corner of Tony the Tiger Lopez. What does that mean to Lopez?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Chaz took over for Will Edgerton. Chaz's credentials are very good. He's been working with Evander Holyfield for many years, and as you can see the results with that. However, this is brand new to Tony Lopez. He wasn't brought up with Chaz Jordan. So the question will be, look at this. Right and left. But Lupe Gutierrez has that solid chin. Even though Reyes stopped him in the 9th round, right now he can take those good shots.
A solid right hand coming right across to the left of the head of Lupe Gutierrez. Another combination.
I'm going to look at Chaz Jordan after this, but Lopez is hitting him with everything right now.
Lopez just using an excellent uppercut to score to the chin of Lupe Gutierrez. There's another left. There's another left, another left.
Even though Gutierrez might be able to handle these punches right now, the problem is the more punches that he gets hit with this early, the more likely he is to get cut. And that's when Gutierrez can get in trouble.
Dan, as we didn't see with Lewis, we are seeing with Tony Lopez. He is not giving Gutierrez a chance to rest at all.
Lupe just seems very slow right now. I don't know if it's because of the crowd, because of the big fight circumstances, but right now he looks very slow and tentative.
Tony Lopez looking very determined, scoring heavily in this first round, as Lupe Gutierrez has not had a chance to get off the ground yet. And I don't think Tony's going to give him a chance as he scores with a left-right combination. There's a right uppercut and a right cross to follow it.
Lopez has been hitting him with everything right there. Lupe doesn't have any defense with it. We just saw a few seconds ago Tony bobbing and weaving his head and Lupe missing about 3 punches in a row. So right now Tony does look very sharp, very confident.
He looks sharp, he looks confident, and Dan, he seems to be hitting with everything he throws, whether it's a cross, whether it's an uppercut.
Misses again with 3 punches. That's more Lopez getting on the way than Lupe missing.
Lupe Gutierrez trying to make a comeback. As we get to the end of round 1, you can see some swelling in the left eye of Lupe Little Guns Gutierrez.
He's lucky he's got any eyes left after that first round. He must have been hit with every punch that Lopez hit.
Good work. Looking good. You heard him 2 or 3 times in the round. Follow up with the left hook. You're hitting him good with a good combination. When you hit him with the right hand, follow him up to the rope. Get that in good.
Here comes the replay right here. Right there with a good left after missing with the right. This is with another left, but kind of hits him with the elbow on the beard. That one counts too if the ref doesn't see it.
Here's another angle. He sets him up beautifully with that right and comes across with the left.
Any more of those? There's a good uppercut by Lopez. But again, Lupe took all the punches.
We're at the beginning of round 2 at Caesars Tahoe. Tony Lopez and Lupe Gutierrez. Tony Lopez leveling Lupe Gutierrez with his straight. And he continues at torrid pace in this second round, Dan.
Those punches, Lopez coming out with those 2 left jabs. With the right now, he looks fabulous. In between rounds, still going to use his left after putting back with those rights.
I have to say, Dan, that there is now a cut over the left eye of Lupe Gutierrez as Tony Lopez continues his assault. Is there anything that Lupe Gutierrez can do? Tony Lopez looks as sharp as I've ever seen him.
Here's the key thing. You see him against the ropes right there, bobbing and weaving to get away from those punches by Gutierrez. This is the best I've seen Lopez look for a long time. Not taking anything away from Edgerton, but Lopez looks tremendous.
And Lopez with that excellent center of gravity. He's got a very strong stomach. He bobs. He is weaving. He is not making an easy target for Lupe Gutierrez.
There's a headbutt right there. That butt could have made it worse with the cut. Gutierrez is used to getting cut. There's another good right by Lopez.
And Tony cannot be careless right now. He cannot let his guard down. He has Lupe Gutierrez where he wants him. There's a left jab, another left jab that misses.
I mentioned that Gutierrez is used to seeing blood and not being panicked there. He's used to getting punched like this, but any more punches like this, and I don't see this fight going past another round or two.
Dan, I'm impressed with the look on Tony's face is very focused. He's focused. He seems in control. In fact, he is in control at this point.
Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate because Lupe is still trying to stick to his game plan, and that's hard to do with the punishment he's taking, but Tony just looks real sharp right now.
And there's a right uppercut from Lopez. Excellent combination.
Gutierrez is not in this fight. Mills can't stop it. The only thought that I would have if I were the corner, if the fight kept on going like this, as his corner man, I would probably stop the fight. Only if it continued going like this. He's taking a beating.
And the chant goes up from the many fans of Tony the Tiger Lopez out of nearby Sacramento, California. But Lupe Gutierrez has Tony against the ropes and tries to mount an attack. But Tony is moving excellent. His defense is exceptional. He's moving laterally. He's bobbing and weaving. He's not giving Lupe a target. There's a good right by Lupe, but Lopez comes back with his own left.
Hey, I think a lot of people, lightweights included, would have a problem beating Tony Lopez tonight. He looks tremendous. He looks confident. His offense looks great. His defense looks great. If I was going to have a fighter, that's what I want to see.
Tony Lopez just above us here at ringside, looking very confident, a half smile on his face as he comes to his corner.
You're giving him too much room to punch, son. You're giving him too much goddamn room to punch. You're doing your best work when you've got him on them ropes. Don't headhunt. Don't headhunt. I want you to start putting them together. Get your rhythm going.
There's that jab. This is the beginning of the round when Lopez came out with that jab, hit him with a good right hand. Not really flush on the chin, though.
Dan,
that's flush on the chin.
As replays go, this is a clinic in boxing offense.
Look at that counter right. Lupe misses a punch. He comes back with that. That's that left that Stan Ward mentioned in between the first and second round. Well, see how he follows up right there, hits him with a good lead right, and comes back with the left. That's what the champions do.
To Gutierrez's credit, he is still up. He is still game. And he is still in this fight as we start round 3 at Caesar's Tahoe. But Tony Lopez comes out again, scoring quickly.
Gutierrez's corner begged them to stay out of punching range with Lopez. What they wanted to do is back Lopez on the ropes and then attack, get inside of him. And from the first few rounds, that's great advice because out here in the center of the ring, Lupe's getting hit with everything. A right and a left there.
Seemingly, Dan, there's nothing that Lupe Gutierrez can do. Anything that Tony wants to throw, he connects with.
That's what he's got to do. Lopez is complaining about a headbutt right now.
Oh, and he did get a vicious headbutt. There is a cut over the left eye of Tony Lopez, and that would be a tragedy.
Mills Lane is calling it a headbutt immediately.
That is a vicious looking
He
cut.
called it a headbutt. He's going to let them continue, though. I'm surprised that Mills didn't take a look at the cut to see how bad it was. But if they do stop the fight in between rounds, though, at that particular time, if Tony's ahead on all cards, which he is, the victory will go to him. But if... Oh. Now this fight changes. This is what happens when a fighter sees blood. Gutierrez has been spurred on by that.
Dan, we talked about this earlier. This is the tragedy of a headbutt. This is what you hate to see in a good bout. A fighter is ahead, he gets butt, he has a vicious cut open. It could mean trouble when he wasn't in any trouble before, but you have two boxers going toe-to-toe, head-to-head. We knew this could happen.
That's a nasty cut. Right now, that's a nasty cut, Blaine. However, the key thing will be his corner. But he happens to have one of the best California cutmen in the business. That's Norm Lockwood. That's the only thing that hasn't changed in his corner. A good right by Lupe.
Lupe taking advantage of that cut. Tony Lopez coming back very gamely. See, one thing you have to say about both these fighters, there is no enmity. They're both very much respectful of one another.
Yeah. Tony's got to forget about that cut, which is what he's doing now, and get back to what he was doing. That was hitting Lupe with everything he threw.
I have seen in 3 rounds as much courage as you can ask out of 2 fighters. This is exceptional courage being shown by both men.
Well, I'm anxious to see that corner work.
This is when your cut man counts. Go ahead.
That cut looks like it's right in the bad part of the eye, where that blood seeps into the eye. Let's take a look.
Tell the referee what he knows there's a butt. You got to let the referee know that it was a butt. I did.
Here's another view of it. Wait, no, that's after the headbutt. He comes back with that right, and that certainly did some damage there.
This is
Lupe, right on the eyelid.
Lupe Gutierrez doing what any boxer would do in a similar situation, going after that weakness.
Now, right now, Norm Lockwood, who's the cut man, he's switched places with Stan Moore.
Start working the body.
They mentioned to Mills Lane that it was a headbutt. But Mills went right over to the judges when it occurred and announced that it was a headbutt.
We're beginning round 4 right now at Caesars Tahoe. A vicious cut to the left eyelid of Tony Lopez. Now we see what the champion is made of. Certainly Lupe Gutierrez has withstood an assault by Tony Lopez. Dan, you've got to admit, these TVKO bouts are very unpredictable, and we've seen that face front the past couple of months.
Well, all I know is that the fans came out. Oh, look at that. Great exchange by both fighters. All I know is the fans came out here to see this main event, and they got their money's worth. And that includes the TVKO audience. It seems like month after month, we've been surprise after surprise. That's what boxing's all about.
And I've mentioned it earlier, and will certainly mention it again. Boxing is also a game of courage, and we're seeing an awful lot of courage in this ring right now.
I think the Nevada and IBF rules on headbutts goes like this. If this fight is stopped anywhere down the line because of the cut on Tony's eyelid, rather than Tony automatically losing, which normally would happen is if the fight was stopped in progress, they'll go to the scorecards. If Tony is ahead, he will be declared the winner. If Lupe is ahead, it'll be a draw because of the unintentional headbutt and the reason why the fight's being stopped there.
Dan, that's certainly a fair and equitable way to take care of headbutts.
Yeah. You cannot, it's not fair for Lupe to win this fight on a decision because of a headbutt if it's stopped before the 12th round.
We're looking at Tony the Tiger Lopez. His jaw is set. He looks, with the exception of the cut, very like he did when he came out. Well, we take a look at the corner of Tony Lopez. He must have an excellent cut man because Lupe Gutierrez so far has been unable to take advantage of that cut. I see very little blood coming out of Lopez's eye.
Well, I think think what's happened is exactly what I mentioned last round. Tony has to forget about the cut and get back to what he was doing with Lupe, and that's exactly what he's done. He's not given Lupe a chance to tee off on him, and because of that, Lupe can't get to the eye.
And he is scoring heavily on Lupe Gutierrez right now. That left jab with the right cross, he has scored exceptionally in the past 30 seconds.
Lupe's opened up that cut's been opened up quite a bit more by Lopez. Lupe just countered Lopez's left with a good right hand underneath the cut, though. Hey, as we mentioned earlier, toe-to-toe. These guys aren't fancy. Even though Tony's shown a great defense, they're both going toe-to-toe.
Both men touching gloves as we end the round.
He's backing up. He's knocking the fuck.
And you have to admit, Dan, after that cut, Tony needed to show something. His corner did the job on the eye. Then it was up to Tony. He had to come out. He had to show Lupe Gutierrez that he was not to be trifled with, and I think he made his point.
You're not throwing your punches in combinations. And you're walking straight in. He's picking you with the jab.
That's Lupe Gutierrez's corner saying that he's walking straight in. Both fighters have cuts on their left eyes. Obviously, Lopez is much worse off. His is right on the eyelid, whereas Gutierrez's cut is on the eyebrow, which is much safer.
Dan, as a fighter, he has to feel confident in his corner, and they are doing a good job on that eye. What is the key right now for Tony? He has to take the offensive?
You got to forget about the cut, and you got to go on. Right now, the cut's happened. That's the reality of it. You go on from here now, and you fight again.
All right, we're at the start of round 5, scheduled 12-round junior lightweight championship bout here at Caesars Tahoe.
Lopez is definitely the quicker of the two fighters.
The quicker of the two fighters, certainly, Dan. He also has an incredible arsenal. As we noted earlier, he's got a great uppercut. His left jab has been successful all night long, and he's got a strong right cross.
You know, with this cut, it's only impressed me that much more with Lopez. He does look terrific, all aspects of him. His counter-punching, his jabbing, his defense, it's the best I've seen Lopez look. He continues at this pace. Good right hand by Gutierrez, but Lopez has a good solid chin also. But he continues at this rate, keep on improving like this, he's going to be one of the best.
And this is certainly one of the best bouts that I've seen in some time for heart, for courage, and for boxing skills. Lupe Gutierrez now beginning to bleed out of the left corner of his eye.
It looks like Lopez's corner has the edge in cutting men also, because Lupe's eye seems to be busting up more, and Tony's eye is still looking good. But of course, Lopez has done more damage with the punches. Good left hook. Good counter left hook by Lopez. Now that's when Gutierrez should be throwing punches to Lopez. And there he just waited, and Lopez took advantage of it. So one punch.
Mills Lane comes in to break up the two boxers. We're seeing an excellent bout here this evening.
I think another accolade should go to Mills Lane. He's let these fighters fight, even though blood's going on both fighters. He's not allowing that to get in the way of the fight.
Mills Lane, a former boxer himself, he likes to see the action continue. He knows what it's like. He's been there.
Straight right, Tony! Straight right! Straight right,
And you know, Mills Lane is looking at this fight from afar. He needs to come in when he does, but he stays away from it.
Well, that's what a good referee does. He lets the fighters fight. There's no reason to be in there breaking them up or doing anything else, because the fighters are doing a good enough job of breaking themselves up.
And Tony Lopez just did an excellent job. He hit Gutierrez with a right uppercut, then he countered with a 1-2 combination. There's another left and another left.
You know, this is why I always say these kids deserve to make as much money as they can. Look at the courage they show. I'm not taking anything away from other athletes, baseball, basketball, but you know, if they got to cut, they're taking off for 3 weeks. Mills was just going to stop it right there to have the doctor look at his eye. They're going to check Gutierrez's eye right now.
You know, At the end of that round, Dan, Lupe Gutierrez took a tremendous shot from Tony Lopez. He got that uppercut and then a left-right combination, and his legs wobbled a bit.
He's into the corner.
And Tony has been on the offense all through this fight. Lupe has not had a chance to rest.
Hey, I understand, Jeff, but it comes off like this. How much you get?
Jesus Christ.
John, you gotta hold this one. Okay, that's why that's last week.
Here, Luke. Hold still now.
Mira, cuando tiras 3 y 4, él no te tira. Juegas 1 y te tira.
Start round 6, which is the halfway point in this. Lupe Gutierrez taking one beating at the hands of Tony Lopez. We just saw the punch stats. You think Mills Lane will hesitate to stop this fight if he sees Lupe Gutierrez weakening significantly?
Well, I don't feel that Mills will at this stage because Lupe's been throwing his punches. He may not have landed nearly as many as Lopez has, but he certainly has landed some good shots. In between the round, the doctor visited Gutierrez's corner first and then went over to Lopez's corner and reported to Mills Lane that both fighters could continue. So I think as long as Lupe keeps on throwing punches like that, you're not going to see Mills interfere.
Exactly, and Lupe Gutierrez is a warrior. He is coming out. He's trying to load up with that right hand, deliver the one throw.
He just opened up that cut with 2 good right hands right there.
There's another left jab from Lopez that connects flush on the face of Lupe Gutierrez. Lupe's eye now is opening up, bleeding freely.
This is where Mills may step in just to call timeout to have the doctor take another look at Gutierrez's eye. It was the first time that I saw Lupe actually look to Mills.
Tony Lopez continues with a massive arsenal, and he's using that arsenal to full advantage against Lupe Gutierrez, specifically that left eye. And Mills Lane is going to call time to have that eye looked at. Yep. Took a look at it and said, let's go.
Well, the doctor asked the wrong question of Lupe because Lupe's too much of a battler and a warrior to say no. He asked him, can you see? And Lupe's not going to say no. He said yes.
And now the warrior comes at Tony, but Tony hits him solidly again in that left eye with a right shot. Tony Lopez with a magnificent array of punches tonight. I've never seen him look this good.
And took in between rounds, sorry, Brian, in between rounds, and nothing away from his cut man, but Gutierrez's cut man was having problems even applying the salve. You can see that he just wasn't as experienced as Owen Lockwood is. Lockwood has done a tremendous job stopping the cut and allowing Tony to get back to what he was doing great, and that was fighting.
Dan, you made a point a few minutes ago.
Good right hand, he just staggered Gutierrez back.
Another right hand to the head of
Buckle his knees. There, his feet are gone. You might see Mills step in right now.
Tony Lopez begins to pour it on Lupe Gutierrez now. Lupe Gutierrez is
Fight might be stopped right here.
I would not be surprised. There goes Lupe Gutierrez, and he will try to get up.
Good call by Mills Lane.
You know, Dan, you look at this fight, Mills Lane let it go absolutely as it should go. As you had pointed out, Lupe Gutierrez, a great warrior. Mills Lane knew that. He didn't want to stop a man with that much heart. He didn't want him to get hurt, so he went to the doctor.
Everyone did their best and did a tremendous job. Even the loser in this case, Lupe Gutierrez. Can't take anything away from him. It was a terrific effort by the fighters and a terrific job by Mills Lane.
And a stoppage of the fight, a technical knockout at 2:42 of the 6th round.
Here's the replay right here. Gutierrez was actually hurt a combination a little bit before that, but as you saw, he still had problems standing on his feet, being hit with everything there. Mills was taking a big look at him right there, but trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
And here is what we didn't see in the previous heavyweight bout. Look at Tony Lopez go after a man that he knows is injured. He knows he has his man. He has seen his legs buckle. he goes after him.
Exactly. Good point. Here we go with the other angle on it. Lopez, a beautiful performance. I mean, he's throwing punches, he's throwing and he's connecting. That's the key thing.
You saw that uppercut. He threw it and missed, but you watched Lupe Gutierrez drop his arms down to try to block the uppercut. It was too late. It was a ghost uppercut, and then he started the left-right combination. It was a barrage.
Yeah, the counter right that Lopez hit him with right prior to that sequence was a tremendous counter punch. And that's what really started this whole sequence, was that good right hand that buckled Lupe's legs and put him up against the ropes.
Well, the chant goes up, and deservedly so, from the hundreds of fans assembled here for Tony the Tiger Lopez, presumably many of them from Sacramento, California, Tony's hometown. They're here to cheer on their champion.
It's one of the few times that TVKO has not shown an upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I give the official time, how about a round of applause for challenger and champion here at Caesars Town Hall. One hell of a fight. Referee Mills Lane steps in to stop this bout at 2 minutes 42 seconds of the 6th round. The winner by TKO and still junior lightweight champion of the world, Sacramento's own Tiger, Tony Lopez.
And in just a couple of minutes then, we're going to join Tony Lopez in the center of the ring with a familiar name, another part of your family, Brother Joe Goosen. Will be interviewing Tony the Tiger Lopez.
Tremendous job. Right before we went to the decision, I mentioned that it's one of the few times that TVKO has not had, as a matter of fact, the first time that they haven't shown an upset, because obviously George Foreman with his fight with Evander Holyfield with the full distance, that was a surprise and an upset in some ways. Then you had Nunn getting knocked out by James Toney, and then with Rosario knocking out with Loretta Garza, we had 3 surprise endings. Here, no surprise because the favorite was Tony Lopez, but a tremendous battle, and the fans were treated to a great fight on TVKO.
I think this is the way it should have gone. In fact, in an interview with Tony Lopez earlier this afternoon, I asked him how he thought it would go, and Tony says, well, I have an early dinner date. I want to get it over with as quick as I can.
Well, as you can see, Lupe threw as many punches at Lopez, but that showed how good he was.
We're going into the center of the ring.
Lupe Gutierrez.
Let's go up to all right, let's go to the center of the ring with Joe Goosen and an interview of Tony the Tiger Lopez.
The still champion, the junior lightweight champion with me, Tony Lopez, who's now you're looking down the road at a rematch with Brian Mitchell from South Africa in your hometown in Sacramento. What's that going to be like, Tony?
A war. I'm taking that one personal. It's not business anymore. It's about 40% business and 60% personal with me.
Why is it personal?
I said a few things to my mom after the last fight, and that's like a definite no-no in where I come from, you know. So we got to square that one out.
All right, great. Now let's get back to the fight tonight. You went on a new training regime. You went on a strength program with Chaz Jordan here. You got a new trainer, Stan Ward, who was nice, calm, cool, and collected in the corner. How did you feel with the new group of people you had tonight?
Very confident. When I went out there, 3rd, 4th round, came back, breathed a little bit, left like it was the first round again. I mean, the training that they put me through, everybody, I mean, Art, Stan, Chaz, everybody, they did a wonderful job, you know, and I got a great corner.
Did you find some newfound power in that weight training program you went on? Could you see the difference? Could you feel the difference?
I did. You know, you could feel the difference. I never felt this good in my life. I mean, I felt like I was a solid 130, and it felt good. It really did.
As far as the headbutt goes, that was bothering you a little bit. Did that affect your vision at all tonight when you were, you got hit with a few right hands later on? Was that because of the blood in your eye or what?
No, I just got caught. You know, I'm not going to lie, you know. He caught with a few right hands, and but at first, when I first got the cut, a little blood got in my eye, and I wiped it right off right away, and after that, it wasn't no problem.
But it seemed like you came on even stronger the 5th, 6th round. Did it take time to get a second win, or what was the reason for you coming out so strong in the 6th?
Well, I guess it's because I was being a little bit careful, you know, not knowing the new training regimen, if it's going to work or not, and it did. I mean, I was feeling good every round, and in the later rounds, I was feeling even better.
Were you surprised that Lupe Gutierrez took some solid, and he took a lot of right hands in the first 3 rounds? Were you surprised he was still there after 3 rounds with the right hands he was taking?
I really was. He takes a good shot. You can't take nothing from him. I mean, he's a fighter's fighter. I mean, he's come to fight. He puts on a show, and that's what he gets paid for, and that's what all these people pay for. Is a good fight, and that's what he gives.
Let me add to this. Now, you're at 130 pounds right now. You're 27 years old, is it? 27 years old. Are you planning on moving up to maybe lightweight division in the near future after you defend against Mitchell?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to move up. I'm only going to be stronger, so I'm going to do it right. Chad's going to make sure of it, and then I'll be even stronger at 35.
So, in other words, you might be interested after this fight with Brian Mitchell of giving up your 130-pound title and going up to 135 pounds. Of course, there's only one guy up there, and who's that?
Pernell Whitaker. I got to do it.
You'd be anxious to fight Pernell Whitaker up there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, it'd have to be that way, you know. Champion moving up, got to fight another champion, you know. It makes a good fight.
Right. Now, as far as Pernell Whitaker, would a southpaw style like his and that speed of his bother you at all? Or what would your plan, what would your fight plan be against somebody like Pernell Whitaker?
Well, I fought quite a few southpaws in my life, and mainly as a professional, I fought a lot of southpaws. I've always had good luck with southpaws. I've never had problems with them, and every southpaw I've had, I've knocked out, so I'm hoping to keep up the luck.
So we're looking at September 13th for you on TV, KO, back again at the Arco Arena. What do you think? It's going to be a real quiet, mild crowd there at Arco Arena on the 13th?
You know, not Sacramento. No way. We wouldn't go for it.
All right, let me, Chaz, let me just ask you one thing here. You did a wonderful job with Tony. Are you going to continue to work with Tony?
By all means. He's just like family. He's just like family now.
You're going to be very busy this fall. You got a lot of champions going for you right now. How does it feel?
I feel wonderful. I feel like I'm on top of the world. Anytime you get one like Tony Lopez, anybody that works easy with you, it's no problem.
Great. You're all wonderful people, and good luck to you in the future, and be looking to seeing you September 13th at Arco Arena, Tony.
All right.
All right, Chief.